I don't want to go to heaven. Honestly, if such place exists, I don't want to be there. If we were to go by the explanation that has been given to us, that means heaven is not a place of enjoyment. Heaven is just a place you go to, sing hymns to God for eternity. Do you know what eternity is? Eternity is that, there's no time. You're out of time and space and all these things. So for eternity, so which is to say you don't even sleep. You can't sleep because the only reason you sleep is because you have a human body. So that body needs to be energized. So once you're there, you do not have a body. Now, all these things I'm saying is allegedly. We should say I don't even believe in them, but I'm just going, very the whole explanation. So the only reason you sleep is because you have a body. So now you're there, you do not have a body. And then you cannot also eat. Remember, they say it's a place of milk and honey. You can't eat. The only reason you eat is to feed your body. You don't have a body. You don't have flesh. Remember, you do not have flesh. So what are you even going to feed on? Like, what are you even feeding? What are you trying to feed? Because you do not even have a body. Another part that also drives me crazy is when people talk about mansions and houses they have in heaven. Let's even start by asking ourselves, why do we even have houses in the first place? The only reason we have houses is for protection. If you are in heaven, what are you protecting yourself against? Now, even if you finally have this house now in heaven, you do not sleep because you don't have a body you want to recharge. You don't have bed. Or will you tell me you have bed and bed sheets in heaven? So you won't even have a kitchen because you don't eat the food. Like, you can't eat food now. Think of it. So you can't do all these things. So what's going to be in the house? Is it that you're going to be taking your bath? So you can't even take your bath because you can't get dirty now. Shibi. So what is the purpose of the house in heaven? What's the purpose of the mansion? You can't rest because you'll be singing hymns for eternity. So you do not even have free will, because the ability for you to have free will is to mean you already know between what is right and what is wrong. As long as you can comprehend between what is right and what is wrong, that means you can still make mistakes. You can still do bad things. What makes you human is the fact that you can also make mistakes. So once you're there and you say, okay, you do not have the ability to make mistakes, that means you're no longer a human being. Think of it. There's no free will. There's nothing like free will, sir, because if you're even being punished for it, but matter for another day. Now, are we even going to talk about the fact that this heaven has, all the similarities we have on earth? What makes it heaven if they have streets, roads, and the same way we have it? Think of it. You have a street, you have houses. Why do you have streets? Are cars moving there? Are you walking? Do you have legs? If you're walking, that means, like, I don't get. Is it that we even look like the way we are looking now when we get there? Do you still carry this face when you get there? Do you still carry this nose? Because you don't have body now. So your nose, your nostrils cannot be breathing air. So what would you be doing? I don't understand. Okay, do we even have genitals? Like, do we have genitals? Do we have genitals like male, female, all those kind of things? Does it exist there? But my point of making this video is to say, well, heaven is not as wonderful as we think about it. It is traumatic. Think of it. Like, think of the fact that it's even a prison that is called paradise. It's a prison because you're there singing. You've successfully made it. So there are no wars, there are no problems, nothing. You won't even know what problems are. Are you sure that is the kind of life? If it exists,